everybody. I'm Lisa. I'm the drama teacher at Barnsdall Junior Arts Center. This is my husband Richard, and we teach drama together at a lot of different schools and a lot of different places, and our class is called Ham Club. More about that later. This is our daughter Veronica.
Hi, I'll be leading you in the guided meditation at the end of the video.
So I know that we are all looking for ways to play with our kids and games for our kids to play maybe with their siblings, or if, like Veronica, you are an only child and you need to run around, use your imagination, use your body. These are some very simple and fun games that parents can play with their kids. These are drama games that we use in class. But first we're going to start with the Ham Club Pledge, which is how we start every class. Richard is going to lead it. Veronica and I will repeat after him, and you at home can repeat along with Veronica and I, all right?
So, you want to take your greatest, finest actor stance and repeat after me? I have never been afraid.
I have never been afraid
of looking silly.
Of looking silly.
For I'm Ham.
For I'm Ham.
I go big.
I go big.
Or I go ho.
Or I go ho.
For I am Ham.
For I am Ham.
When I am not performing.
When I am not performing.
I am watching and listening.
I am watching and listening.
For I am Ham.
For I am Ham.
We are Ham.
We are Ham. We're going to do a very quick warm-up of our bodies and our voices. 2 of the 3 things actors use. The third is your imagination. So first, I want you to imagine. I'm going to have Richard and Veronica on camera while I'm speaking. I want you to imagine that you are a tree. You are reaching up with your branches to the sun. Your hands are your leaves. They are moving in the breeze, reaching towards the sun. You feel your whole body is reaching. Stand up on your tiptoes. The roots from the tree are coming down into the ground, and you're reaching up to the sun, and relax. Now I want you to put your hands to your sides, face front, actor neutral stance. I want you to take a big deep breath with your hand right underneath your belly button. Take a big deep breath and fill your tummy with air. And let it out. Your tummy gets flat again. This time, take a nice big deep breath, and we are going to sigh it out together. Good. Now I'm going to do a couple of tongue twisters with you. Repeat after me. Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
Toy boat.
Toy boat.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
The big black bug bit the big black bear, and the big black bear bled blood.
The big black bug bit the big black bear, and the big black bear bled blood.
Good. Now put your hand underneath your belly button again. Take a big deep breath and fill your tummy with air. And all together, we're going to fill the room with sound and say, hey, you, send me some candy.
Hey, you, send me some candy.
Good. Now our bodies and our voices are all warmed up.
Yep.
We are ready to play. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to take a walk. All right, I'm going to stand off camera. Richard and Veronica are going to just take a regular walk around the room. They're going to silently listen for my direction. Keep walking. Only now, pretend you're walking through pudding. Sticky, thick pudding. You can decide what kind of pudding it is. Do you move more slowly? Is it easier or harder to move? Now that pudding disappears and you're walking through clouds. How does that change the way you move? Now you are walking through honey. Now snow. Soft, fluffy snow. That snow has turned into mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes up to your belly button. And now it's turned into slime. Now you're walking through a swamp full of alligators. Again, try to show us with your body and your face. You don't need to make sound, so you can listen to the narrator. Now you're walking through a field of flowers. How does it smell? Nice, Veronica. All right, now you are in outer space, zero gravity. Good, and now you're back to a neutral walk. Excellent. So, parents, you can narrate that. You can do all kinds of things. You can do different ages, different animals, different weather, different places, different foods they're walking through. You can mix it up, and you can just sit on the couch and see what they have to show you. All right, we'll lead a couple more of those in our follow-up videos. All right, for right now, we're going to show you a little thing called one-word story. This is an easy thing you can do sitting at the dining room table or sitting on the couch or whatever. It's exactly what it sounds like. So we're gonna start with Veronica. We're gonna tell a story, a short story with a beginning, middle, and an end, using only one word each.
A
bear went
poo
in the
toilet.
So
he
Ate
all
the
cheese.
that
was
Moldy.
and
stinky.
He
never
Wanted
cheese.
again.
the
And
So there you go. You can set some parameters like no potty talk, which obviously I didn't set, or you can decide ahead of time what you want to tell a story about. Let one person pick. The only rule is just one word at a time, and try not to control it too much. Just think of the first thing that comes to your mind. All right, that's an easy one. The next one is a pantomime game. So this is called What Is It? We normally play it sitting on the floor or sitting at a table, but for these purposes, we are going to just do it standing right here. How it works is you pretend that you have a big ball of magic clay.
and you can make anything out of it.
And like she said, you can make anything out of it, all right? And then you need to make something, we take turns, you make something you can use, and the rest of the family gets 3 guesses, you can say. You can maybe give a hint, but you need to help your family by taking your time while you're making something, all right? And
Flute.
wait, where to use it?
Mask. Guitar.
guitar, right? So you want to take a little time to make it and then keep using it. And if they didn't guess it from this, maybe I would try to use it in a different way. Something like that. I could tune it, yes. Very simple, but really fun. This is another game that is a huge hit with all of our students. This is called Toy Shop. Very popular. So Richard is the toy maker in this game, but you guys can take turns being the toy maker, right? And so the rest of us pick a toy that we are. Be very specific in your head about what kind of toy you are, all right? And you're gonna move and come to life when the toy maker leaves.
But when he comes back, you have to freeze.
If he catches you, you're out.
Ordinarily, we do this with a door, but right now, I'm just going to do it by coming in and out of frame. Ordinarily, you would go outside of a door and then pop in. But I'm going to do it like this.
All right,
All right.
Toys, are you ready?
Yeah!
It's been a lovely day at the toy shop. I'm going to go home and binge watch everything on Netflix. Odd.
So you see how when the toy maker came back in, Veronica wobbled a little bit there at the end. Depending on how strict you're being, you can send people out, or you can just keep it going and take turns being the toy maker. You can make up your own rules. All of these are just sort of ways to get started, being playful as a family. And kids are really, really missing pretending with their friends. So just some starting ideas like this is great to get going. We're gonna do one more little improv game. This is called What Are You Doing? You can play a very simple version of this for very young kids, under 5. But a little bit older, you can play this version, which we're gonna show you. So it starts out with one person miming an activity. All right?
What are you doing?
I am braiding a unicorn's tail.
Now, obviously, that's not what she was doing. She was fishing. But when she tells me what she's doing, I have to immediately start doing that thing.
What are you doing?
I'm pretending to be a vampire.
What are you doing?
I am pooping on the toilet.
What are you doing?
I am making chocolate chip cookies.
What are you doing?
I'm combing my hair.
What are you doing?
I am barfing.
Okay, we're gonna stop there. I think you get the idea. Again, you can set some rules, which I need to start doing. But you get the idea. So if you have very young kids, you can just do a simple version where you do what they tell you what they're doing, and then you do something and they guess what you are doing. You don't have to mix it up like that. But it's great for the imagination, and it's silly. And the more that we are not afraid to be silly, being silly these days is very important. So we usually we start a class with a pledge and then a warm-up, and then we end it with a little relaxation exercise. Veronica would like to lead that.
Hi, and here's your guided relaxation by me. Okay, so one day you're walking in the forest and you see a beautiful tiny light. You follow the light into some trees. When the light rests, it's a tiny, teeny fairy. The fairy tells you that this is the fairy forest. So you go on a very fun adventure with the fairy. You go to a festival. You play fairy instruments. And you see pretty flowers. But then it's late. You have to go home. The fairy gives you a key and says you can come back anytime. The end.
All right, everybody, we're going to do just a final Ham Club pledge to say goodbye, and we will see you again very soon.
All right, cold ham this time, so keep it low, but with that same energy and intensity. I have never been afraid.
I have never been afraid.
Of looking silly.
Of looking silly.
For I am ham.
For I am ham.
I go big.
I go big.
Or I go home.
Or I go home.
For I am ham.
For I am ham.
When I'm not performing,
When I'm not performing,
I'm watching and listening.
I am watching and listening.
For I'm ham.
For I am ham.
We are ham.
We are ham. Be silly, have fun, be safe.
Bye.